Assalamu alaikum. Dr. Nasir here. How is everyone? All of you enjoying good health in the pink? Okay. Allah Almighty keep all of us in safe hands. Okay. So in today's video, right, it's our mind, you can say, fifth video on the subject. And so far actually the earlier videos were on correction, right? Correction of 2019, 18, 17 and 16. And today actually I'm going to talk about this thing, sort of MCQs are the first 20 marks. The first 20 marks of your paper. Most of the students think that this is just right, they just leave this stuff to luck. Okay, let's see what happens. No one can actually memorize words, right? Some teachers say this thing, right? It is just right, the stroke of luck that whether you, right, do attempt all this or not. This is, I don't agree with that thing, right? So vocab, to an extent, it is sort of cramming, but if you develop sense of words, the one can earn full marks in this portion. And 20 marks means 1/5 of the paper, from which you can guess that how important this thing is. Okay, so today actually we'll talk about CSS English Pressing Composition paper 2020. My main target, right, obviously is the CSS students, but this topic is of equal importance for all the students of GRE, GMAT, NDCAT, ECAT. Though in ECAT this stuff is not there, or any other exam of the sort in our country or abroad. Okay, so these 20 marks. So actually this stuff is, our topic is vocabulary and our focus is on synonyms, right? The first 10 marks, right, out of 20 we just focus on the first 10 marks of this paper. Clear? So all of you know, it's not something new. Synonyms stand for, yes. Sometimes people think the synonyms are those words that are the same. They are not the same actually. They are similar. They are similar. It means their meanings are almost the same, but we cannot say that this word is 100% the same as that one. So try to understand this thing. Synonym means similar words, almost similar. Okay, little bit differences there. So let's start with the first. Let me flip it through. Okay, the words that have been given in this blue, right? These are called keywords. These are called keywords. This. These are called keywords. And as you can see over here, then there are 4 options, and you have to go for the right one. What actually happens? Most of the students, they very easily exclude. Suppose they say this is not getting sense, this is not getting sense. Out of these 2, which one? And out of the last 2, one is an eye catcher, and the second is the correct answer. So you have to avoid this thing, right? You have to, this eye catcher literally means what? Eye catcher, its literal meaning is something that is very appealing, that's very good looking, that catches your eye. But in exam, eye catcher is something negative. Eye catcher is what? It's a word, it's an expression that is apparently correct, but actually not. So you have to shun, you have to avoid this eye catcher. Right? Keep in mind, game is basically of the last 2, right? Last 2. Most of the students go for the eye catcher. I think this is the answer. But when they muse that over, think for a while and say, oh yeah, this is incorrect. So these are keywords. The first keyword, just for the sake of idea, is guile. Okay? And the options are slyness, decency, blame, and mad. The second keyword is essay. Perhaps it's essay, let's analyze that thing. And the options are direct, compose, attempt, and effort. Okay. The third is inception, keyword, main word. And the options are insane, unending, beginning, and growth. The next one is expatriate, keyword, and then immigrant, displaced, informed, and male. The fifth one is sinister. Keyword is sinister, and options are malevolent, sinful, ill-famed, and occult. Okay, just for the sake of idea, these are keywords. The sixth is contraction, and the options are intrigue, device, sticker, and trend. The seventh one is animosity. The options are friendly, flow, enmity, and vanity. The next is number 8, condone. And you have to call out of these: trap, overlook, conform, and desist. The ninth is plagiarism. And the options are copy, piracy, deviance, and play. And the last one is impeachment. And the options are indictment, castigation, contempt, and charge. Okay? So it can be the game of minutes. One can solve this thing right within 4 or 5 minutes, right? Right? So this is the answer, this is the answer. But it is just a futile exercise. It's of no use. Our target is not just solving this paper, right? I just want to actually nurture up the sense of words. Okay? So if you develop that sense, whether they ask, right, which one of the following is synonym of that, or which one of the following is an antonym of that, so one can very easily go for that. So starting with the first one, guile. Keep one thing in mind, I usually say that words have no meanings, right? It depends on the very sense of the word. Sometimes the same word has different meanings. But guile is a bit uncommon word, but and options are, you can see, guile stands for what? Guile. It has negative tone, right? So guile means sort of cunningness. When you can say cunning, intelligence. That means what? You are showing intelligence, but in a little bit negative sense, right? Negativity is there. Though the word cunning sometimes can be used in positive sense too. Sometimes we use the word cunning in the sense that we say that this thing needs a lot of cunning. It means this thing needs a lot of expertise. But that is a bit uncommon. Over here, guile means cunning, intelligence. And as you can see over there, the first word A is slyness. Slyness is basically from sly. Sly means cunning. Okay? Sly means cunning. Clear? And slyness means, so this word is actually an adjective. And slyness means, okay, is cunningness. Okay? Cunningness. Cunningness, you know, would you like to be a bit cunning or not? Most of us are cunning in a way. So this is a noun. Okay? The next word is decency. A very common word, even a layman knows, from decent, no need of elaboration. The next is blame. All of you know. Right? Blame word there, blame. And mad. I don't want to expand it, though mad. There are so many parallel words of mad, but we have got time for that. So guile, from this situation you can guess very easily. What is the synonym of guile? Obviously, yes, there are just two words that have a little bit negative tone. One is blame, one is slyness. So as I've said that guile means, yes, cunning, intelligence, and sly means cunning, and slyness means cunningness. So our answer is slyness. Okay, so never wrote things. Sometimes when you get solved papers, you just student go on cramming that. It's no use. It's just futile, right? So try to develop sense of that. Sometimes answer might be incorrect. So you should be 100% sure that I know the meaning of this word and this word has this meaning. So the best way of actually going for this is first try to exclude. First try to exclude. Suppose here this is not the case. This cannot be. This cannot be. When these three cannot be. Now if you just write, make a sort of guesswork, right? Even then that will work. So, because obviously if these three are not, and you're 100% sure these three are not the answer, so this is the answer. But you should be clear about the thing. Clear? The next is essay. Essay, right? All of you know. Essay means what? If this word is essay, any piece of writing, right? You know, in CSS exam, you have to write, you're asked to write an essay of 100 marks. And most of the students do flunk in that because they don't understand the very spirit of that. Inshallah, in the coming lecture, I will try to type that thing too. So, essay means, but if don't mix this word with this word, there's a word essay. A-S-S-A-Y. Assay means to assess. To really say, okay, let me assay the situation. Let me assess the situation, that what the situation is like. So, if it's assay, then option might be different, but if it's essay, so you can guess very easily what should be the answer. The first is direct. Direct is to, yes, direct someone to do something, it may guide someone in a way. The second is compose. Compose, a very common word. You do compose a thing, a piece of writing, anything. Okay? So we can consider this thing. Attempt is to, all of you know, and effort means effort. So no need of elaboration. So what should be our answer? What? Essay means, if out of the given, it can be, right, compose, right? Any piece of writing or something like that. Clear? But let's suppose for a minute that if this word essay, in that case, answer would be different. Okay? So in that case, what should be your answer? Essay. Let me assay the situation. Let me try to understand. Then in that case, it might be perhaps good answer. Anyway, so answer is compose. The next is inception. The key word is inception, and the options are insane, unending, beginning, and growth. Okay? Let's start with the first word. What's that word? The key word is what? Inception. Inception. This word is not that right uncommon. So, and the options are just, the first is what? The first is what? Insane. Insane basically means what? This word is from incise. Incise means to cut, right? It's actually a medical term, right? Doctors, they say, okay, first incise this thing, right? Cut this thing. So, insane is a sort of cut. Incise is to cut. Clear? Something like. Sometimes we use the word adjective of this word, incisive. Incisive means something that is really cutting. See, he always gives very incisive remarks. It means he always gives very pinching remarks. So incisive might be cutting. Clear? Okay. So this is actually sort of noun. Incise is a verb, and incisive is an adjective. Okay. Try to develop sense of word. The reason is that suppose when you appear in your exam, it is possible they might write, this might become the keyword, this might be one of the options, this might become the keyword, this might be one of the options. So that's why I'm saying that no need of cramming or loading things, try to understand things, okay? So insane is a sort of cut, clear? Unending, all of you know, something that is incessant, going on and on. Beginning, it's very simple. Growth, you know. So, what about this word, inception? Let's analyze this a bit. Inception is a noun, okay? Sometimes we say that since the very inception of our country, the very start, inception means the very start, okay? So, its adjective form is inceptive. Inceptive is a sort of adjective. Clear? So, what do you think? Over here, inception means what? It's very clear. It is staring in the face. So, it means start of something. Beginning of that. It's over. Clear? Okay. The fourth is expatriate. And the options are immigrant, displaced, inform, and way. Expatriate, nowadays, is a very common word. All of you know. Expatriates, Afanis are expatriates, and expatriates were treated like this and that, right? So, in simple Urdu, we call them Tariqeen Watan. A person who, right, has to leave his or her country. They are expatriates. Right, so in Pakistan it said that no, the government is thinking of sending the expatriates back to their country. So words are very simple: displaced, inform, and immigrant. Don't mix this word with this word. Sometimes in pairs of words they do ask something like this. Yes, the word is what? Immigrant. Immigrant is a person who leaves his country, who has to leave his country to settle in some other country. Okay? So expatriates are immigrant. And there is immigrant, as all of you know, immigration or something. Suppose you leave your country and you want to settle in some other country. Are you getting? It means you are going to some country. In this case, you have to leave your country. So, what should be our answer? Expatriate means immigrant. It's very clear. Okay. Inform is a common word. It's a reverse of form. Inform means weak, something that is not strong. So, inform is an adjective. Okay. And its noun form is infirmity. Infirmity means weakness, any defect, in any sense, right? Infirmity can be in any form. Someone has sort of crippled leg, it is sort of infirmity. Okay. The next is sinister. This word is very common. You would have seen in different newspapers and online, this and that. The options are malevolent, sinful, ill-famed, and occult. Okay. So sinister has sort of negative tone. We say, I think they have sort of sinister designs. It means they are going to do something bad. So the first is what? Let's start with this. Sinister, it's number 5. Sinister means is sinister plans, sinister things. It means something bad. So it means our option should be something negative. Okay. The first word is malevolent. This word is a bit uncommon, but whenever you find this prefix mal in any word, it means something bad. Okay? So malevolent means bad. Malevolent intention means bad intentions. Okay? You might not have heard this word, but you would have heard this word, benevolent. Benevolent means, being means good. Good. Benevolent means, if you have benevolent intentions, that means your intentions are very good. Malevolent means something bad. Okay? So we can consider this word sinful from sin, full of sin. Okay? Ill-famed, a person whose fame is not good. Okay? Plus ill-famed with bad actually. Fame in the sense that he's an ill-famed person. He's a notorious sort of person or something. Occult, this word is a bit uncommon. Occult means something that is there but that is not there. That means occult something. Suppose in medicine we say that this patient has occult blood. Occult is something that is, suppose there is a lot of bleeding but there is no bleeding on the scene. Occult is something that is hidden. Okay? Occult bleeding means something that is going on but that is not on the scene. So, you can guess very easily, sinister, our answer should be what? Yes? Occult? No. First right, exclude. Sinful. In a way it is, but the exact answer is malevolent. This answer. With bad intention, but okay? Malevolent is an adjective and sinister can be sort of adjective. Number 6 is, this word is not that common in routine life, right? Contraption. But nowadays, different devices are made, strange sort of devices are there, very complicated ones are there. So this word is in use. And actually the answer in this case is this, device. Right? Any tool, any gadget, especially contraption is something that is very strange sort of device. Very complicated sort of strange sort of device. So answer is this. But let's try to guess the remaining words. Intrigue. Intrigue in one sense means, this is number 6. Intrigue means sort of conspiracy. Sort of conspiracy. Clear? Conspiracy like thing. Okay. And though it has other tones too, but its common meaning is intrigue means to make sort of conspiracy or conspiracy itself. Sadish point of view. Right, you can call that. And the word is sticker. Right? Right? All of you know sticker is a person, something that sticks. Okay? In your childhood you would have enjoyed different stickers. Okay. But sometimes in exam they do not ask this thing, they ask something like this. Instead of asking this word, sticker, they go for this word, stickler. And students become a bit confused that the spellings are right, incorrect or something. Stickler is something that sticks, but stickler is the person who is with you against your will. You don't want to accompany him, but he says, okay, let's go together. So stickler is a person who is a tag-like thing. Tag is something. Tag is a person who is there without your willingness. You don't like suppose that fellow, but he says, okay, I would like to be with you people. Okay. So there are so many sticklers in every society. Clear? So contraction, answer is right. Staring in the face. It's a device, strange sort of device. Stricter and trend, no need of discussing this thing. Dear, are you listening or are you just focusing on eating? Okay. So animosity. Number 7 is animosity. And the options are friendly, flow, enmity, and vanity. Friendly, all of you know. Flow means flow of something, in any sense. Enmity means this is number. Yes? 7? Okay. Animosity means what? Animosity means, actually animosity means very deep sort of, right, hostility. Deep hostility. Hostility means enmity. Okay? So you say, right? So, right, such and such countries, right? Such and such countries have sort of right animosity. It means they have sort of enmity. They don't like each other. They are hostile. They are sort of enemies. Clear? So animosity answer is very clear. This should be the answer. But even then, just to be a bit safer, first of all, try to exclude the remaining word. Friendly is very clear. Flow is very clear. Vanity is a bit uncommon, but it's not that uncommon. Vanity basically means, yes, vanity means, you see, it is just vanity. His vanity has spoiled his life. Vanity means pride-like thing. Vanity means pride. Especially inflated pride. When you write things that have found this and that on everything and like. So vanity means pride. So obviously animosity has got nothing to do with vanity. So our answer is enmity. Clear? The next is condone. Condone, this word is right very much used in newspapers, in writing different. We will say condone over. Condone over. So what's meant by condone over? You would have read this word in different writings. So we see when actually parents start condoning over their kids, their mistakes, there are so many problems. So condone basically means to, yes, ignore something. And it usually followed by over. Okay? Condone over means skate over. Skate over means to ignore something, especially intentionally. See here? For how long you would go on condoning over the very flaws of your kid, to ignore something, especially intentionally. In Harvey Urdu we call it chashmposhi karna. Okay? So that's trap, very common in any sense. Trap is a sort of snare. Snare means net. In any sense of the word, they were trying to trap me. They have trapped, whatever. Overlook means to ignore something. You should not try overlook this time. To ignore. Okay. So we can consider this. But first of all, try to exclude the remaining ones. The word is conform. Sometimes students say, oh, conform. This is not conform, this is conform. So this word is, yes, what's meant by the word conform? Conform basically, con means conform. Con means together, together. And form means shape of anything. Conform means to become of the same sort. So we say try to have the same shape, same form. Suppose you say, if you say I went there and actually they people behave like this and this their style of living is like this. If you have to adjust in that right situation, so I say if I say please try to conform to that their culture. It means to conform means to become similar. To become similar. Okay? Basically, and everyone has to write in this or that, but you have to conform in different situations. And it is, conform is a verb, and its noun form is conformity. Something to do ask this sort of word. Conformity means, right? So we say without conformity, right, you cannot actually partial line. So one needs sort of conformity in different situations. Clear? So conform basically means to have the same shape, same form. So resist means to resist, to keep away, to avoid. So you should write resist from this thing. It means you should, yes, keep yourself away from this thing. Okay? So now tell me what should be our answer? Condone this one? No. This one? No question. This impossible. So when you're overlooking something, you are condoning that. Or skate over, skating. When you do skate, you go like this. Okay? So it's very clear our answer is overlook. Clear? The next is plagiarism. The key word is plagiarism and the options are copy, piracy, deviance and play. Okay? So let's start with as I told you, right, in the very start, they can write this word over there. It might become the keyword. So don't say that I have solved this paper. It's no use solving. The main thing is try to understand. Okay. Copy, no need of discussion. Piracy means, yes, all the CSS students and all the students of different competitive exams, they know this is a pirate edition. Pirate, have you heard? I'm discussing number 9, right? This word. Pirate basically means sort of dacoit-like person, robber, okay? But in routine life, pirate, you might have heard pirate edition of such and such book. It means you have copied something from some book and then you have published that thing with your own name. And this practice is very common. In some countries, very common. So, pirate basically means something that has been stolen, especially right for writing purposes. And piracy is just noun form of this. Piracy means that process of stealing, that process of, yes, copying, that process of, okay. And next is deviance. Deviance is from deviate. Deviate, have you heard this word deviate? Deviate basically means to digress. What? To digress. Deviate, it is, deviance means to digress. It is from deviate, to digress. And digress means to, you are discussing one thing and you start discussing something different. This is digression. Okay. So deviance basically means you are actually going away from something, right? Deviance can have positive tone. So if you're without deviance, you cannot enjoy life. It means sort of, right, some activity that is a little bit different from the routine activity. That is what deviance for you, right? Otherwise, deviance means digression. Okay. So plague basically means it was the name of a disease, right? At one time, this disease was very common with the name Taun. But now from the same disease, the word plague is used as verb. Which is this thing, net has in a way plagued our society. If you talk in negative terms, obviously, net has like millions of benefits too, but plague means to make something, to worsen, right, to, okay. So we say this thing, is plaguing all societies. This thing is plaguing all societies. It means it is actually spoiling them. Okay. So plagiarize now, these two words, plagiarism has got nothing to do with this. Exclude this one. Deviance, exclude this one. Now, as I said in the very start, out of these two, which one? One is eye catcher and one is the answer. Plagiarize means copy. Plagiarize means to pirate something. Plagiarism, all of you know that this actually word is very common, right? For net users, that this is, they have plagiarized this thing, they have stolen this thing, they have copied this thing from such and such thing. So plagiarism is the process of stealing something, copying something in any form. So what should be your answer? Copy or piracy? Yes, I think this word is a bit more formal. Copy can be in any form, right? You can copy can have positive tone, but piracy has negative tone. So when you plagiarize a thing, you pirate that thing. So plagiarism means piracy. Clear? So I think it's a better option. And the last is impeachment. This is your keyword, and the options are indictment, castigation, contempt, and charge. Okay. So impeachment, if you have a sort of interest in politics, so this is a very common word, right? In the world of politics, right? Actually, the word is number 10. The word peach or impeach, they have the same meaning. They are verbs. Impeach means to blame someone. To blame someone. But blame in what sense of the word? Blame. It's a very formal word, right? Suppose you say, right, the members of that party are thinking of impeaching their leader. So when you impeach someone, it means you put a very formal charge that it is sort of no confidence like thing. We don't actually want to work under you. So impeachment, right, motion is there. So impeachment is a very formal word to blame, but in a very formal way, that we don't want to actually be with this fellow, we don't want to work under him, and sort of voting is done, and after that, whatever the decision is. Okay? So peach or impeach means to blame in a very formal way, in the sense that you charge, in the sense of you charging something. And these words are a bit difficult. Let's start with the first. The first is this. This word is actually pronounced indict. Okay? I-N-D-I-C-T. Indict basically means to charge someone in a very formal way, right? To, yes, formal charge of something. Not charge in that sense, in the sense of very blame-like thing, okay? So he was indicted with this thing. He was charged with this thing. If indict means to charge in a very formal way, indictment means that thing itself. Okay? So, castigation. What's meant with the word castigate? This word is a bit uncommon, not that common obviously, but I don't think it's that uncommon. Castigate basically means to criticize someone a lot. Criticize. Criticize is a very common word, you know. No? C-I-S-C-Z-D. Or flack. This word is very common nowadays. Or cap. To find fault with something. Or lampoon. These are synonyms, okay? These are synonyms of this castigate. So castigate basically means to criticize someone a lot. Okay? And castigation. This word is a verb. Everyone was castigating that person. It means they were saying that that person is of such and such character. It's very easy to castigate others. So castigation is that process of criticizing a lot. Clear? Contempt. Contempt what? Yes? Have you heard the word contempt of court? No? May I have it out? Yes, contempt means it has different tones actually. Contempt of court means when you are actually showing sort of disrespect for the court. You would have heard contempt of court. Okay. But in routine life, contempt means to disdain. And disdain means to detest. Okay. These are sort of synonyms of contempt. Detest means to Abhor. Abhor means to loathe. Loathe means to abominate, right? Actually, I have no time, so I cannot expand things that much. Otherwise, would have. So, this is not your keyword. This is one of the words that happen given options, but these are sort of synonyms of contempt. Contempt means to hate someone, to hate someone, to right, clear. And so this word has different forms, but in exams, right, what I have seen that most of the exams they do ask this thing. One is contemptible from this contempt, and one is contemptuous. Okay, both are adjectives in pairs of words, but both have different meaning. Contemptuous means when you are showing contempt in your behavior. See, why are you so contemptuous? Why are you so contemptuous? Why are you so full of hatred? Okay, so it is something bad. And contemptible means a person actually who people really dislike. He is such a contemptible person, right? Contemptuous means full of hatred, and contemptible means one who deserves, really deserves to be hated. Okay. So, coming back to the topic, so no right sense of castigation, no. So once again, charge and enlightenment. One is eye-catching. Most of the students will go for this charge, but charge can be in any form. But indictment is a very formal charge. So impeachment is something very formal. So our answer is this, indictment. Clear? So this was sort of like flick through of the whole. So actually, the purpose of all this is just to develop the very sense of words, nurture of things. Don't cram them, don't mug them up, don't rote them. It's no use. So I'm sure inshallah you would have got some benefit, 50, 60, whatever. So inshallah we'll continue with this sort of stuff in future too. Thank you very much. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Hafiz. See you. Allah Hafiz.